hearts to fulfill His will. So that's the Most High's will to, have all these nations to shoot missiles on America, man.
Hey, that means even if they personally don't want to do it, the Lord's gonna make them do it.
Yeah.
Like Putin might be cool with Trump, but that don't mean that the Lord can't use Putin to still do his job.
Yeah.
The best case scenario is, man, we need to work everything out. We need to restore relations. We need to have peace. The scriptures say when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction.
Yep.
So ultimately, whether they want to do it or not, whether they want to, go there with Babylon, the great whore, or not, the Lord's gonna put it in them to do it anyway. All right, because the Lord, he controls the hearts of men. Was that Proverbs 21 and 1? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and like water, he turneth it whatsoever he will.
Yeah.
And give their, for Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. All right, so the Lord got these angels, got His angels, working on the minds of these the kings of the earth, man. And when the conclusion happens, that's they gonna press that button, man.
Shit.
That's the Most High's will. Zephaniah 3:8 said, "Wait ye upon me, until I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, man."
That's right.
So they can fight the war.
There's indignation.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's already happening. Joel 3, prepare. Joel 3 and 9, where it says, prepare for war.
Yeah, make you war.
Joel 3 and 9, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, prepare for war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
And that's why the Lord is stirring up that spirit constantly in the Middle East. What just happened with Iran, with the Iranian scientists, which they're speculating already off top that Amalek did it.
I mean, they should know.
They already know. They already know.
They know.
They know. They've been in the game long enough to know who their allies and their foes are in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And they've been getting baited into a world war, since the 70s. All throughout, you have the Cold War. It's like really from World War II all the way up until this point, there was never a point where there was no war taking place.
Well, there was no peace. Never.
There was never no peace.
And Iran is like the last piece for that greater Israel project.
Yeah.
Because it all goes back to those Amalekites. Trying to seize control of those lands.
Yep.
They're trying to have the better posture over the Middle East. They want control of the different trade routes, the pipelines, the different trades.
They want to get that oil.
They want the oil, control the oil.
Iran.
They want to extend their land, the land of Israel. That's what they're trying to do, and basically the Iranian government is in the way. You had that dude, General Wesley Clark, years ago. He basically said it. He said it was a memo that leaked that they had 7 countries to destabilize and destroy, and Iran was the last one. Libya was on that list. They didn't handle Libya already. Syria, I think, was on there. Iraq was on there. They didn't handle all of it. Iran is still what's left.
Yeah, still fighting.
And that plays right into prophecy, because Persia is one of those countries that Russia is going to have to guard.
Ezekiel 38.
Ezekiel 38.
You got it, bro?
I got a precept in verse 10. Ezekiel 38 and 10. Well, we all speak about, the Most High's will is for all these nations to shoot missiles on America. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. So we read further up, it goes into Persia, Gog and Magog, Russia, protecting Persia, Libya, and Ethiopia. Turkey's going to be in the midst of this World War III as well. Verse 11, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. And that's this place, America.
Gone, bro.
All right. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. All right.
Hey, precept, Jeremiah 49 and 31. Show that that's talking about Esau here in Babylon. I think it's the 31st verse.
All right. Jeremiah 49 and 31. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 31. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation.
And America is wealthy. So wealthy that nations got their wealth off of Babylon.
Yeah.
And
like what's that? Revelation 18. The nations
Revelation
will
18,
wax rich.
They all wax rich, for committing fornication, lying in bed with the great whore, man. Compromising their own cultures just so they can come over here and live that decadent lifestyle and make money.
Yep.
Like China.
Yep.
All right. China's the nation that got the wealthiest.
Yep.
All right.
They can't.
Everything in this country is made in China.
China now has the most billionaires in the world. Just off, the money they make, because they, like you said, they produce any and everything that we have here in America.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing here American made in the U.S.
Yeah, America has no exports or manufacturing.
America exports wickedness and weapons.
Yeah, pretty much the only export that America has is entertainment.
They don't even got that no more because that was like a big thing. Because they had the CDs, DVDs. You stream everything now, so they don't even got that.
Yeah, I believe India surpassed America within entertainment.
Yeah.
I'll continue reading that. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care.
That dwell without care. Yeah. Like it says in Isaiah 47.
Yeah. He killed his daughter.
Dealing with Babylon, how she dwelled carelessly. She's thou that are given to pleasure and dwellest carelessly.
It's like a whore.
Like a straight hoe.
Okay.
Living straight up like these thoughts you see in the entertainment industry today. Got a plethora of men that they sleeping with, and and all the men that they land with are wealthy men.
Yeah.
Getting passed all around, but she's still living comfortably.
Okay.
Still got status. Dudes still want to get with her.
Yeah, that's like J-Lo, man. Or Kardashian.
Yeah.
She done been through, so many rides, but niggas is still like, man, I'll get with that, man.
It's still J-Lo.
I'll wife that.
Yeah, kind
Nah, man. That's America.
That's why some of these nations that are sobering up from that wine, they're like, nah, this bitch nasty. This bitch about to die soon, man.
Yeah.
She's disease ridden and shit, man. If I keep smashing this hole, I'm gonna go down.
A lot of these nations, they turn it like to gold and silver.
Yeah.
For their for a hedge against the American dollar, because the American dollar is the reserve currency on the face of the earth.
Yeah, they're using currencies backed by gold.
Reserves.
Reserve, yeah.
Yeah, man, and Esau, he waged war against countries for doing that.
Yeah.
That's why he's been down there messing with Maduro, Venezuela. That's why they was messing with Gaddafi, because he was setting that gold standard in Libya. Them people, they was well off with under Gaddafi. But Esau, of course, with his, playing fake hero, like, oh, they need democracy. That guy was over there. He hates his people. He's being a tyrant. And
they just show you
The guy's he's a criminal. He's evil. We gotta take this guy down. And then he sent them rebels over there. And at the end of the day, if you're not playing game with Esau's economic system, if you're not gonna voluntarily accept them putting a central bank in your country, that's where you're gonna find rebel groups and shit.
Yep.
Right.
Terrorists, ISIS and shit like that, man. You know?
And Esau dropped, whether he provided the chemical weapons or he dropped them himself on I think it was either Libya or Syria,
Syria, I think.
and then blamed the leader just to take him out the seat.
Yeah. Like what kind of leaders is that drops?
Yeah, gonna kill his own people.
To kill his own people. You know, they used to put all that shit in the news, and that just justifies. They try to justify their wickedness when they go and bomb them and go to war with them. You know?
Hey, and that's exactly what Esau's going to do with the man of the Lord. All right? He's going to demonize us. He's going to use his media. All right? He's going to use...
Y'all got a question? We out here preaching the Bible. With Hebrew Israelites. Israelites. What's up? No, we don't deal with that.
We on the internet.
Well, we on the internet. You can catch us on YouTube.
Great Millstone.
Great Millstone.
Yep.
Great Millstone.
All right, man. Yep. Who was
but I was reading Jeremiah still.
Yeah. Finish that verse.
This is Jeremiah back at it.
Yeah.
Verse chapter 49 and verse 31. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bars.
Yep.
Yep. That's America, man.
Yeah. Kind.
And America has that pride where they can't be touched. Like, you know, ain't no one gonna come over here and do nothing. None of these nations.
Yeah.
We got these nations in fear. You know, they don't got the balls to shoot off no missiles at us.
Not America.
Not America. Yeah.
All right.
That's why they call this place the virgin daughter of Babylon, because it ain't been touched. But this place is gonna get touched. You know, this place is gonna, man, these nations
Get ran through.
Just wait till the Lord put that evil thought into these nations, man.
Yeah.
Especially the Russians,
Kind.
because Russia is the main nation that's prophesied to let off the whole clip on Babylon.
Yeah.
It tells you how he's not gonna have any pity upon the fruit of the womb. Somebody get that. Isaiah 13. That's how you know the Lord's gonna put that spirit on them. Because naturally, they'd be like, no, we don't want to destroy children.
Yeah.
You know, we got our favorite entertainers are over there. We don't want to destroy them. You know. But in that moment, the Lord's gonna put in their spirit like, no, man, fuck them, man.
Yep.
Just like the
She's been a problem of the whole entire planet. We need to fix this problem.
I got it.
You know.
Start 13 read down.
Isaiah 13 and 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land.
Yeah, that's the nations sobering up and getting the hell out of Dodge, because the judgment is going to happen.
Those nations they're gonna, what does it say in Revelation 18, that they're gonna see the smoke from afar off.
Yeah, burning.
So these nations, the nations are fleeing, and they're gonna see that smoke go up. You know,
The ones that are still here, they gonna go up. They gonna go up in smoke.
yeah, God.
Because they just too in love with the freaking whore. Couldn't see the signs that she was getting ready to die. You know. And a lot of that is a lot of Moabites, man. The Most High gonna destroy a lot of them.
Yeah.
The Lord's gonna keep a lot of them that's here over here.
That's good.
They're gonna die in the missiles along with Esau.
That's beautiful.
But these other nations, they're already seeing what's going on. They're like, hell no. Let's take this little money that we made and we going back to our country, man.
They closing down shop.
Yeah.
Those damn
Businesses going
Arabs.
back overseas.
Elon.
you know, those
Yep.
I think the East Indians.
The Elamite.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
dollar can go a long way in these other countries, man. A long way.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, you still here. When the Lord judges this place, you're gonna get thrust through.
How many nations you think fled during this summer when all those riots and shit was going on? They can see what's about to take place in this land. The race riots, everything, the Civil War, the food shortages. They like, man, we got to get the hell out of here. You know, shit, we was better off in our own country. All right, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Behold,
It's gonna get raw out here, man.
Yeah.
For some shit like that happen, that means the love of many has to wax cold. Iniquity is gonna be abound, man. It's basically people are gonna be emotionless,
Yeah.
you know, meaning like soulless. That cold-hearted spirit, man.
Hey, it goes back to that vaccine.
Yeah, that's gonna help. That's gonna help exacerbate
Yeah.
that spirit.
It goes back to the vaccine.
Yeah, and take away that
Your emotions.
that godly gene, where probably from that same a part of your brain, you have a conscience where you like, man, that's where your compassion comes from.
especially from Jake.
Yeah,
Because Jake naturally has compassion, even if it's an Edomite.
Yeah, for
They
everybody.
like, all right, don't kick him in the head, just beat him up.
yeah.
Esau, they're gonna kick you in the head. They're gonna stomp you. That's just the difference. Esau has a natural, wicked vibe about him. They like the scriptures say, they not satisfied until they see blood.
And what's that in 1 John where it talks about how the hatred that Cain had, it blinded him, and he couldn't even see.
Yeah.
I think it's in 1 John, like the either the second or the third chapter, man. Basically, you're so blinded by your hatred that you don't give a shit, man. It's kind of like you blacking out on hatred.
That's what I was thinking too.
Esau is gonna black out here on 2/3, man.
Yeah.
But it's gonna happen vice versa. Jake is gonna black out on Esau ass too.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Yeah.
This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 9. He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now. Is that the one? No, that's not it, huh?
It's another one. I think it might be in 2.
John,
1 John 2. It talks about how the hatred blinded folk.
I think that's.
It says the love of many shall wax cold. So really, it's going to be a lot of hatred.
Here we go.
It's going to be a lack of compassion
Yeah.
in these streets.
Yeah, okay, verse 11.
Yep.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness and walketh in darkness and knoweth not whither he goeth because the darkness has blinded his eyes. That one?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That blindness that darken your eyes, man. All you about seeing is just the fulfillment of your rage,
Yeah.
vengeance, and that's what you're gonna see out here, man.
Bunch
Esau
of angry
gonna-
people.
Esau is gonna go back to that Cain spirit. That spirit is already beginning to come upon him.
Bro, you see how in the summertime on those rallies and shit or protests, how Esau just was in their car and they would just start running over people.
Yeah.
That's that Cain spirit where they don't give a shit if it was the lady holding a baby. They don't give a shit if it's someone's grandmother out there protesting. They running people over. And that's just one small example. Imagine how much more when people is out here with guns or people ain't ate or they just bugged out. You know, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at a large scale, especially among these Edomites.
And guess what? How much more of those troops, them UN troops,
Yep.
you know they're gonna be chipped up and doped up, and they ain't gonna have no freaking feelings,
Kind
man.
of like on that Black Mirror episode,
Yeah.
you know?
They're straight up cyborg. They're controlled, man.
Bro,
They're basically drones like fucking Terminators. They're just gonna be out there just laying motherfuckers down.
But they
man.
show you that in these movies. I can't think of what Jason Bourne movie it was. There's the one without Matt Damon, where they had those sleeper cell agents, and they had them all over, and they just activate them, and they got a target, and they go kill them, and they were emotionless, you know. And don't think that this vaccine ain't gonna make you the same way, you know. And they already have sleeper cells and agents all in the United States, just ready to be activated. It's only a matter of time.
Brain chips in their
Yeah,
head.
hell yeah.
Think about those Russian troops. All right, they're gonna be out here too. Those special forces troops, they're gonna be out here.
What's gonna be beautiful about it?
All
They
right.
don't speak no English,
Yeah.
so you can't plead with them. You can't beg. They just gonna kill.
Rape your village.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Take your goods.
Yeah. So going back
back to Isaiah 13 and
This is
17.
what the prophecies say is going to be happening. You know, women getting raped, children getting got.
Dashed to pieces.
Yeah.
This, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
I looked up that word, stir, and the Medes are the Russians. That word stir is from the Hebrew word iwar, which means to rouse oneself, awaken, incite. To rouse oneself, awake, to stir up, to be excited, be triumphant, to rouse, stir up in a rousing manner.
Another term, trigger.
That go with the scripture we just read in Joel. Says wake all the mighty men.
Yeah. Prepare for war.
Yeah, prepare for war.
Yeah.
All right. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, ain't no paying them off.
Yeah.
Their bow. Oh,
It
sorry.
ain't gonna be a ransom that you can pay
Yeah,
to stop
kinda.
that. You know? No, that's a done deal. Because the Lord's gonna put the spirit on them to just do the honors. It's the Heavenly Father's will, man. You see? That's him. Okay? The Lord's gonna put it in him to just go ahead and finish this war, man.
Yeah.
And then after that, the Lord's gonna fuck them up. That's also in Ezekiel 38 and 39.
Because at the end of the day, when they shoot the missiles on America, they think all these other countries think they got the victory. Like, man, this bitch is out of here. We about to do us. And then next thing you know, them chariots are still gonna be in the air. They gonna fuck them up, and the angels too.
And America's gonna shoot its missiles too.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's gonna be mutual
Yeah,
assured
yeah,
destruction.
America's gonna shoot its missiles
It's
too.
gonna be parts of the earth that's not hit, and they're gonna witness it, and they're gonna be afraid.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have America that's gonna be just
That's-
flat out, just
Yeah,
desolate.
it's gonna be a back and forth, but America's gonna get the nasty,
Yeah.
the worst end of it.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
All right, you got Russian submarines that are constantly patrolling the coast of America.
Yeah.
And these things can't be detected. All right, and these things pack a punch, man. They each carry like 15 ICBMs, nuclear warheads with numerous warheads in them.
Ya vas respectar.
See y'all, brothers, man.
Kind.
See y'all.
They're trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Their, verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Hey, how can a bow dash somebody into pieces?
Right.
Obviously, the Lord is using similitude there. Meaning he's gonna put the spirit on them Russians to shoot those arrows over here that's gonna turn these people into dust.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in pieces, meaning you're gonna be in powder, man, in powder form, you're gonna be automatically cremated, man. That's what that's talking about. All right. That's how America is gonna get flatlined. It's gonna be desolate.
God.
You can't shoot a bunch of actual bow and arrows and then a whole entire continent
Yeah.
is desolate.
How can you shoot an arrow
Kind.
across another
How
continent?
can you shoot an arrow? You can't even shoot a damn arrow across the lake, let alone a goddamn ocean,
Yeah.
right?
Right. What was that? Second Ezra's 16.
16, yeah.
Finish that in
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
So they're not going to care that you got pregnant women
Yeah.
in America. They're not going to care that there's little children in America. Newborns. You know? They're not going to be compassionate. The Lord's going to take that spirit away from them.
Because at the end of the day, America's not compassionate when they bomb these other countries.
Exactly.
God.
That's that. Going back to a Revelation where it says reward unto her double.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know? As she rewarded others, reward unto her double, man. Okay? What you did to the other nations, it's going to be done unto you. Okay? You done turned cities into a desolate wilderness.
Yep.
Rubbles. You know? Look how they destroyed Yugoslavia in 1999, man.
Yeah.
They did them super grimy. Everybody talk about Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
Man, look, go and do your research on Yugoslavia 1999, man. You know? And that and those type of acts is why these other nations at one point in time was in fear of the Great Horde. You know, this beast here.
It was
Who shall make war with this beast? You know, we seeing this devil cause fire to come down from heaven on people.
Yeah.
like they always say, they didn't have to drop the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but that was them showing their power, showing that, flexing their muscle, so to speak, and that had the nations in really in fear. And almost, until recently, when the nations are rising up, like small countries like North Korea, that have nuclear capabilities now, along with Iran, Russia, China, some of the bigger ones. But hey, the nations are rising up because they know when they fight with America, they know what they got to bring. They know they can't come up there with no bullshit. They can't come up there with no little shit. They got to come with some shit to let everyone know they mean business.
Heavy artillery.
Yeah.
That's why it says in Joel, let the weak now say that I'm
I
strong.
was thinking that.
Now that they have those nuclear capabilities, they bold as hell with America,
Yeah.
man.
Shit, they could just have one nuke.
One
Yeah.
nuke.
When Trump called Lil Kim, he calls him a Rocket Man.
Yeah, Rocket Boy.
He, it's like he's talking down to him to belittle him, But hey, but he can't say that they wasn't trying to denuclearize him.
Right.
They were trying to stop that. But guess what? They got that shit done.
Yeah.
Which is what they're trying to do with Iran.
Yep.
That's why they took out that Iranian nuclear scientist.
Yeah.
Like they already got the nukes. It ain't shit you can do now.
Because you can't forget America opted out of that Iranian nuclear deal.
Yeah.
And then they tried to basically say that Iran dropped it first. When that wasn't true
No,
at all.
secretly they was still
Yeah,
enriching that uranium.
Yeah.
And now, because of this attack, they've been given an excuse to keep doing it.
Yep.
They said we're gonna raise it another 20%. Just recently. So hey, the Lord is he's stirring up these nations for war. Get them nukes ready, man. All right, they're not gonna just hold them in them silos just to have them.
Put them in a museum or something like that. No.
Yeah, they're not pulling a TI where they got all these fucking silencers and all these machine guns because you scared and shit, but you just you pump fake it. them shit's gonna be put to use.
Let's see the scriptures.
Huh?
That's prophecy. You know, those missiles got to be used. America's missiles got to be used. You know?
Because ultimately, those missiles are really the Most High's weapon.
Yeah.
The weapons of his indignation.
Yep,
Yeah.
Right.
That's the Lord's missiles, man.
He,
All this technology that Esau got, that's really the Lord's, man.
54.
Everything that you see on the earth is really of the Heavenly Father, man. You don't think that the Lord's gonna take advantage of that? Even if they don't want to destroy America, the Lord's gonna make them do it anyway.
Yep.
Because it has to happen. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. All right?
You got the second Ezra 16.
Yeah, somebody get that.
I'm going to start at second Ezra 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of satin and hair. Beware your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Damn.
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Yep. And see, these scriptures are key scriptures to understand what the Lord meant by, like when he would talk about hellfire, when you talk about Babylon being on everlasting fire. Really, what that's saying is when America is destroyed, the fire is going to go up for so long it can't be put out. You know?
The apostle was saying it's going to be hot.
Con.
Because it's like, the nether nations is going to feel the heat from America across the other.
it says that they're gonna see the
Smoke of atonement,
yeah.
burning. And like when 9/11 was done, they said that the smoke and the heat that was coming from those buildings lasted for weeks.
Yep.
So imagine a whole country.
After 200 million
ICBM
And
missiles.
America's, we see places like Chernobyl, where that are radioactive.
Yep.
This is gonna be the most radioactive place on Earth. Ain't nothing gonna grow here. All right, this place is gonna be through. Okay.
Verse 6. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot from a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Nobody. The Lord, he sends plagues upon the world.
And that goes for the Esau's missile defense system. That's not going to work in that day.
Nope, it's gonna be overwhelmed.
They already said that those hypersonic missiles that Russia got, no missile defense system can work against it. It's useless.
Because basically the best defense system against that is trying to shoot it with another missile. It's like trying to shoot a bullet with another bullet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hypersonic missiles, they move under the radar
Kind.
of the missile defense systems.
They can't be intercepted.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't leave, hypersonic missiles don't leave the atmosphere.
Verse 9. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Yep.
The earth,
He gonna be melting people, man. So this is talking about the missiles and the chariots. The chariots is gonna get in on the action too.
Yep.
You know, that's why you're gonna have to be in those ships in that day.
Yeah.
Woe unto you that decide the day of the Lord, man. You know, for what end is it for you? Okay, you're gonna have to be literally in them ships, man. It's gonna get crazy. Go ahead.
the earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep.
So it's gonna cause an earthquake, and it's gonna let off all type of tsunamis everywhere. That's total devastation, man. You getting rocked with missiles and getting hit with laser, and then now you got big, gigantic, fucking deep impact waves just crashing upon the land.
they got different types of ICBM missiles. They got some that detonate in outer space. They got some that detonate on impact. They got some that detonate right before they hit the right before. Let's say they get 100 feet from land. They detonate. So it's different types of blasts and impact that's going to take place. And 200 million, man,
That's overkill.
man.
Isaiah 24:19, the earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, the earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
Yeah. And this is how Esau's world is going to end. Okay? This is how his kingdom, his dominion is going to go out. See, every other empire, they went out by just having a conventional battle on ground.
Kind.
You know, swords and staves and, you know, spears and shit like that. You know, men invading and ambushing and guerrilla warfare, this and that.
Yeah, kind.
You know,
Yeah.
but how this kingdom is going to go out? I think another kingdom that ever existed has never went out like that, man. Ever. No kingdom on the face of the planet in history has ever had an end like this, man. That's how it's going to be.
And it's fitting because of the wickedness and all the stuff that Esau has done.
Too much evil.
Yeah.
Because no other kingdom has ever destroyed the planet the way this kingdom has.
Yep.
Yeah. No other kingdom has put hail on the apple of the Most High's eye like this kingdom has.
Exactly.
The Grecians, no, they did their dirt. The Romans did theirs, but it's on a whole nother level here in America. So this devil got to pay.
The Lord got the Romans back with Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah.
When he let that volcanic eruption, and that shit, it literally turned them into ash, man. You know? Just like Lot's wife.
Was it like Pompeii?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind.
Yeah. They got messed up with that, man. Somebody get was there more?
Yeah, it's still more second Ezra.
If somebody can get Jeremiah 49.
Kind.
Jeremiah 49, I think like verse 20.
Yep. Want me to go there right now?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that he had taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitations desolate without them.
And that's them Amalekites.
Yeah.
The Zionists, Israel. They're the ones that stirring the pot for this war to take place over there in the Middle East, which is going to draw out all these other nations to fight this war that's going to turn into a nuclear war. So they're going to end up causing the great whore, which they use as muscle, to be destroyed along with their own self. So even the Holy Land is going to get hit.
America really don't got beef with those Middle Eastern countries. The beef really stems through
Israel.
Israel.
Yep.
You know, and that shows you that America ain't in control. That they don't control what's going on. Those elite bankers, the Rothschilds, they control that shit.
Exactly.
They running things pretty much.
You finish that next verse.
Verse 21. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea.
So it said the earth was moved at their fall. Going back to what the brother read in Second Esdras, as well as was the other verse, Isaiah 24. So the earth is going to rock to and fro. It's going to cause that big earthquake. The whole earth is going to feel it, man. Okay? Why do you think the scriptures say in Isaiah 26 when the Lord comes back with the ships, and everybody, all the elect are going to be beamed up into the ships, he basically said to come up down into my chambers and basically shut the doors about thee until what happens? Until his indignation be overpassed. All that's going to be taking place is the Lord's indignation. Earthquakes, tsunamis, America getting bombarded with millions of nuclear detonations, man. Russia getting hit, Israel getting hit.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a cold ass action.
Yeah.
movie.
That
Yeah,
noise, man.
Bro.
That noise of pestilence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind.
And if you have the elect, you're gonna be safe from that. You're gonna be in the ship.
What is that?
You're gonna be actually watching it happen,
Yeah.
looking down, watching it, man.
What's that?
Yeah, the
Psalms
Revelations.
91.
Revelations, what's it?
The seed, bro.
Seed mingled glass.
kind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
That's what I was about to grab.
Yeah, Revelation 15.
15. Yeah. I thought
I got it. I got Revelation 18. Want me to read it?
Which one?
Come out of
Yeah,
it.
verse 1.
Yeah.
Yep. Should I start at? You wanted me to
Verse
start?
1.
Yeah, start at the
Start
top.
at the top. Come. This is Revelations chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils,
Yep.
and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage for every unclean and hateful bird.
Yep.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Hey, and I'm gonna ask this: was because you got a lot of idiots that'll say that certain Old Testament prophecies were already fulfilled, because even Isaiah said Babylon is falling, Jeremiah said Babylon is falling. Are you gonna tell me that when they were prophesying that took place then?
Right.
Because if so, then that would make John the Revelator a false prophet.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is talking about in the future. This is eschatology. Okay? This is the eschatological account of Babylon's destruction.
Kind.
Ancient Babylon didn't get destroyed to the point where it was left uninhabited. It was nothing but desert creatures
Right.
everywhere.
It's Iraq nowadays,
Yeah,
right?
Iraq, it was just major freeways and highways in Iraq. There's embassies in Iraq. You know, there's stores and
McDonald's. Burger
Come on,
King.
man.
Yeah, kind.
brothers that was in the military that didn't went out there on tours. They'll tell you that. Come on, man. So clearly, that's talking about Babylon the Great, which is America, man.
That's right.
It hasn't happened yet. No, read that again, bro.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Especially China. All them East Asian countries. They made the most out of sleeping with this whore, man. You know?
And how they were able to rise to the top, they took that same model of America. They got really rich off slave labor. You know how they got those, they always talk about those sweatshops over there, sweatshops, the people working for $1 a day, making iPhones and
Tennis
Jordans
shoes.
and shit. That's how America got rich, through slave labor, the same way China is doing it.
Yep.
But
Exactly.
China believes that, you know, once America's destroyed and put out the way, them and Russia and the other allies, they'll come together and they'll rule. But they don't realize that they ain't got necks. they're going into captivity. The ones that survive, you know, and the rest of them are going to be get destroyed by the missiles that's going to be shot over there too.
Yep.
So hey, it's Moab's end too, you know, right along with America. But America's going to get it the worst.
God. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Yeah, come out, man. You know, you want to be hidden in the day of the Lord's wrath. You know? So the Lord's gonna he's gonna keep his elect out of the way when the Lord is dropping blows on America, man. You know?
Come out and come up into the chariots. That's like the brother said. That's gonna be your only defense to not be destroyed by the destruction.
That's the only way out.
Yeah.
If you get left down here when that happens, you're part of the second death.
Yeah.
Hey, you get that Revelation 15?
See maybe with glass.
Yeah. 15.
That's what I thought he was going
Yeah,
at
that's
first.
what I thought too.
I got it.
Revelation 15
Yep.
is one.
Yeah, I got
Read
it.
down.
So Revelation chapter 15 and verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. And then they had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name. Stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
And that goes with also Revelation 19, how it says we're going to be basically rejoicing, saying hallelujah Yahweh. You know, Babylon is falling.
So we're gonna sing the
Song of Moses.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking down, and we're going to be looking down at America getting totally eradicated. You're going to see all that orange, yellow flicker,
Yeah. White smoke.
white smoke, dark black smoke. You know,
Should get destroyed.
shit getting wiped out, man. You know, and we're going when we first see it, the scriptures say that we're going to tremble a little
Yeah.
bit. We're gonna shake up a little bit, man. But then we're gonna be in awe of the glory of our Lord, you know. Because it says that the righteous shall scarcely be saved,
Yeah.
you know. So hey, we're gonna see some shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna see some shit, man. All right. So that was wanted to go back to that.